Hello, hello. Welcome to JoJo Crosses. How is everyone today? We are back on the 20-acre island on Stitched, and we are on our 10th acre, you guys. This is halfway point right here. So, also the entrance to the island. So, I'll kind of show you where I am on my little grid. It is down on the very bottom middle, number 18. It says medieval, pond, and native trees. So that just means that I have to include some native trees in my build. I need to have a pond somewhere on this acre, and it is going to be a medieval theme. So I'm excited about that. I need to roll my dice and see if I need levels. I actually need levels for this one, which is astonishing because I've been not wanting the levels, but I kind of need them for the build. So if I don't get any, I'm still gonna put some on. But this will determine if I needed 2 or 3. I really don't need the 3, honestly. So let's see what we get here. Okay, we got a 2. You watch the one time that I don't want it. Oh, no, it's perfect. Okay, 2 equals 1 cliff. And that is really all I need to do on this one because I'm going to use it to help elevate some things, but don't really need, too much of it. We started with the concrete over here. I'm going to still use the in-game pathing for this, and that is kind of what I'm going to start with. But we're going to do a different color because I decided to go with the more red look, and so I got the brick in-game pathing. I'm going to see how it looks on the ground. If it's too orangey, I may not use it, but let's see. It is rather light. Whoops. I don't know. I gotta see how it looks in comparison to all the things that I'm putting down with it. I have kind of a little pattern that I want to do. But I just kind of wanted to get this started. So we're gonna kind of go. We're going to go old school. So if you remember how we all used to use this patterning before we had, some of the individual ones, and we would make it curvy, and that is what I'm going to try to do here. So we'll see if I can get this to turn out the way I'm trying to do it. I do want it to be kind of even though, so I'm going to be kind of looking back and forth. It's not really going to be even because of this whole situation. It's not centered, which is kind of a bummer. Actually, I think I need to go a little further over because I really need this little circle to kind of, I'm making a circle. You know what, maybe I should do I gotta do my pond. And I was going to do a small, maybe a bridge going like from here across or something like that, or maybe from here across. I don't know, I got to kind of find the center of this thing. Let me make a little tiny pond here in the middle since I have to have one in this acre. We could do something like this too. Do. Oops. I want it diagonal? I don't think I do. I honestly think I want it nice and straight across. So, at least for where the bridge might be. Of this thing. I think it's like right here. And I don't remember how wide these need to be as far as the game is don't know how far from one end to the other either, so let's see. Either way, it'll go in here, and then I'm just gonna, I can form the pond a little bit around it. Kind of thing. Oops. This is not my favorite to do the terraforming the water, you know, so sometimes the game does what you want it to do, and sometimes not. I feel like I'm often fighting with it, so let's see. Okay. Alright, we're coming along. I'm gonna run and grab a bridge and see if we can get this to look somewhat decent as soon as I get this little thing carved out. And I still have to have a room for my little medieval building back there too, which is going to be interesting. Okay. So far, so good. It's rather uniform right now, which I can fix, but in order to get the bridge in, it kind of needs to be straight, you know? So, let's see. We're getting there, though. Oops. Yeah, I'm kind of boxing myself out here, so let's see. I'm gonna have to build a little ramp over here. And then we'll go like that. And then in order to make those kind of look even, we do this. I'm gonna do that. This might have to move down one. I was trying to kind of even it out with this side over here, but it's okay. It's not gonna be even, I don't think, at this point. So we can go out here, I guess. And we can come down one more. Because the bridge is going to cut into this brick. Yeah, I think it really is. Okay. We're going to make it look decent, I promise. But right now I'm just kind of trying to get a feel for the sizing. All right, let me go grab my bridge. I'll be right back. Okay, I got in the walkway that I wanted around here, and my pond is in. I'm gonna put a little bridge across it and see how that looks. Let me imagine it. I just want to see what we're looking at here. Oh, that's cute. This is the spot. Okay. I think we're gonna go with it. And that way when you come in through the entrance, it looks kind of more grand, you know. We're gonna pay off our little Lloyd here, and then I will be back. I'm gonna fast forward to the next day. Alright, well, we're back. Our bridge is in, which I think that looks pretty good. We're unlucky today. We have CJ, which I guess I shouldn't say it's unlucky, but it's just like, oh, of course he's got to be squirreling around this area here. Anyways, that's okay. We'll work around him, but he's going to be quite in the way, I would say. The other day he was helping me out, but today not so much. So anyway, I want to get rid of this line I put in. This was to center us. This is when I realized that the bridge, of course, will not center within the acre. So I had to, that's why we kind of went diagonal. It's really, unfortunately, the only way on some of these acres to make things kind of look like they're in the center is to not center it, basically. So anyway, at this point now, my goal is to kind of direct people towards the middle here, which I guess is going to be about right here. And so we are going to expand this walkway out a little bit, because I kind of just want it to continue back where I'm going to be putting my building and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of expand this back to where my building's going to be, and we will get that going. Let's see, I kind of want to keep some of the curves up here so that it looks like cohesive, you know, like it goes together. So we're gonna just kind of head on up this direction, and I want to keep a little bit of something on the sides so that I can put some trees and things in, but also I want these to look like they match. So let me see what I can do here. Yeah. So this is probably going to be our walkway through the build here. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Let me look at my map and just see kind of where we are. That is exactly center. That's so crazy. Okay. There's no way this is going to work out to where that works out, but we're going to give it a try and see if we can get this to kind of center up between this. So I'm going to make this a 3-wide path going up the middle here. And then we're going to put in our structure, and I'll fix all this walkway stuff towards the end. But I do have to build up some cliffs here. And so we're going to do that here as well. Let's see, where do I want this? I think I want it like right here. I'm not sure how far apart, far across I need it. I know I need it like either 2x2 or 3x3. And then I need a little excess on there as well. Especially so I can get up to it and stuff like that. So let me see here. This direction. And we'll just get our cliff built up until we get to the edge here, I guess. I can always, oh, the tree. Got it. I can always unbuild it, but we'll try it out and see what it's going to look like here at first. I have a plan, so we'll see how this turns out. But, you know, medieval, you got to do the castle and stuff, right? So I was looking through some inspirational stuff, and I saw this one where they put, let's see if I can put it in here. It is pergola, and that goes there, and then I think I can push it there. There we go. Yeah. And then I wanted to get that in before I finish my cliff, so I make sure I know it fits. And then let me make sure we're even across here. I don't think it's too far back. Stand there. We go. And we're just going to go to either side so that we match up to the lines. And this line here is part of the next acre, so I'm not going to go over that. And then I'll just build this up like 2 forward. That way we've got our little cliffs in. We'll still be able to walk through the middle back there. That's going to be kind of the way we get through this, which I think is going to be good. Let's see. I don't know, sometimes I look at these things and I think I have the space I need, and then I'm like, wait, maybe I don't. Alright, and then let me get this stuff put in here. I'm going to fill this in. I think I'm going to have to climb up on that cliff and put some of this brick up there too. Okay, I got everything fixed. I took out this little edge here. I didn't really like the way it was coming together, but now I'm going to try to get a tower up here. So I've got these castle towers. Yeah, he's a big boy. How does it look that way? I think I just want it plain. Yeah. And then next to that, I want to go ahead and put this little do I want a castle wall over here? Actually, I think I'm gonna put one of these castle gates. And let's see, maybe a castle wall on the side over here so that it kind of looks like it's sticking up on the side. And then down here, I'm gonna put another tower right in front. Where is it? There we go. Got a few of these guys, so let's push that. No, is it as far out as it'll go? It is, okay. So I might want to bring this back here, because the whole point of this thing is to be able to have it kind of coming out a little bit. And let me pull it this way, just a smidgen maybe. It'll be covered up, but it's just a point of just having that. Let me see if we can do this. Okay, there's that. And then back here, we're gonna do another castle wall, I think. And then over here, what else do we have here? Medieval side. Let's do another medieval side and see how that works. Alright, and then let me get up here and try this guy. And then I have some things I'm going to put in between to try to fill some of that space, but we're going with this little look here first and see how it goes. Okay, we've got that. I'm just going to turn it like the other one is. And then, let's see, next to that, another one of these castle gates. Perfect. Oh, wait, I need a wall up there, right? I need a wall to even out the side, sort of. I wish they would touch, but they will not. But by the time everything's out in front of it, it might turn out to be okay. All right. And then let's do another tower down here. I'm going to punch it in just a little bit. It's here, yeah. That's as far in as that will go. Let's take a little look-see at what I did back there. Okay, and then in the front of this, we're going to do another medieval building side. Match these up, and then does it go that way at all? No. Okay, perfect. Leave it that way. Just want to check. And then we've got this castle wall here. And then what did I put on the left? Oh yeah, one more medieval. Ooh, I don't know if it's gonna fit. It might stretch into our other spot here. Let's see. Oh, it's kind of hanging over the edge just a little bit. Let me see what we have going on. Yeah. I mean, it is like halfway in the other acre. Oh. I wonder if I could just move that tower over just a slight bit. This side could be a little bit different. Yeah, let me pull this just out a little bit so I can smooth push it that way one. There we go. And then I'll just bring this one over just a skosh, and then the other one over. So Castlecore. And then this one I'm just going to bring up and over. There we go. And then we're going to put this other little medieval wall back. Good. Okay, and then I have these little sign light posts, street lamp with banners. Whoops, that's not at all where I wanted you to go. I need to be careful because these are really hard to get around, you know. So if you turn them at all, you can't even walk near them, but I want to make sure we can walk through. Yeah. Okay, and then this one can go here to be on the other side. So let's see. Yeah, kind of blocks that gap too a little bit, and that kind of shows that entryway. All right, I'm liking how it's looking. All right, and then I have these topiaries that I was gonna put up, and I have some of the smaller ones, but I have a couple of the bigger ones too. Where is it? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. You know what? I think I left it in my storage, so let me grab it. Okay, I found what I was looking for. I also wanted to put some of these little jail bars up before I did that. And I just got a couple of ones to look. Oh, I didn't change them, did I? Hang on. That's another thing. I needed to make them rusty. Be right back. Alright, I got them customized. I'm not sure if I'm going to like the way it looks over here, but I feel like it kind of adds a little, like, I don't know, just that rustic, like, old look to it. Come on, little girl, grab it. There we go. My girlfriend, grab it. There we go. All right, and then I want to put the topiary over here, so let me put that in, just to kind of block that edge. Add a little green, make it look a little more, I don't know, just a little cooler, I guess. I think I'm gonna bring this out one, and this out one, so there's not so much of a gap, because yeah, then they'll kind of match up a little bit more. And then I want to put my jail bars in over here too. Let me pull it back just, oh, did I have it up against this one? I think I do, on the other side. Let me see, gotta kind of look, yeah, okay. And then I can put my little topiary in right here. And again, they don't need to be exact, but I want them to have some semblance of symmetry on these sides. Yeah, that's good. Okay, very good. And then on this side, I thought since we've got these banners here, maybe I can put the other set of banners like in this corner here. So let me see if I can make that work and still walk through. Ooh, yeah, okay. But then this one's going to be kind of harder to match up. I want it to go kind of in the same vicinity as the other ones. So let me do that. And plop it in right here. Is that about even? Okay, let's go back with one more. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. And then I've got these little topiaries that are the triangular ones. I'm going to see if I can put them around this area here. Where is it? Triangular. CJ. Dude. Oh, I like that because that can kind of nestle in there. I like it. Right. Put this one good because I want it to kind of look like we're both on the same area. Yeah. Okay. And then we've got some more jail bars, some pirate barrels. I thought those would be cool just kind of in the corner here. So let me put the pirate barrel. Let's see, we've got sideways and a normal one. So, and I don't want it to show the pirate part. So we're gonna turn that, push it back, and then I'd like to put the sideways one over here. Perfect. That just did exactly what I wanted. And then I don't really want like everything to look so good, similar, so I'm gonna put the other one over here. We'll put the sideways barrel over there, and then the bigger one over here. Like that, turn it so it's not piratey right there. Because yes, we're medieval, but we're not doing Pirates of the Caribbean today, so. Alright, and so we've got those in. Alright, it's looking good, looking good. Okay, and then I've got a few more little things. I thought the other jail bars I could just kind of put along the side over here maybe to make it not look so, I don't know, so cliffy. What is a good word? But let me move this back just a bit. Let's go here. Perfect. Yes. And then I'm just going to put one more right here since this is the edge, you know, and it's kind of hitting the other area there. Let's move this back one and then level those out. And technically we're kind of still in the acre here. We're just a tiny bit in the other one, but I think I'm going to be okay with that. I do need to take that stripe out though, or else I won't be able to get it out later. Well, I will, but I'll have to move things around. So let me push these back and just get the grass put down so that it doesn't look weird. So we'll do that right now. Alright, no, grass there. There we go. Just in the parts where we're covering it a little bit. We'll still keep the line for the next acre we do. But just for this part to make it look a little more finished up here, and that way I don't have to do this later. Okay, so these guys are going in. Okay, and then I hope we're kind of looking medieval here. I don't know. I don't know if it's medieval or if it's just Castlecore, but I kind of like it. I need to do some stuff with the front up here, so I need to figure out what I want to do on this front end. I can take this out for sure. I actually think I'm going to put some of my trees in at this point, so let me go dig those up. Okay, got my trees. I think I'm going to try to put, I had a couple of small ones, I have a couple of medium, and I have a couple of large. So I was thinking, you know, maybe on either side of the edges here, I could put in my smaller size trees. And let me see, I think they're at the end here. Medium, large, medium. Okay, so we want the medium tree here, and then I want to plant, whoops, I want to plant the one to stunt it, which can go here. Where? Yeah, it's gonna have to go there. Okay, we'll put the little nursery peach in there to stunt that one, and then we're gonna go on this side, and let me just kind of see, it's on like that third tier up. So we put one right here, and we'll put this medium young in here. And they are my peach trees, but you'll be able to see the peaches on the bigger ones. I think I'm gonna plant, is that close close enough to stunt it? I really hope so. I need to go closer. No, I think it's within the realm. Okay. I don't want it to grow, you know, because then I gotta do it again if that happens. Okay, so I got the 2 trees there. Molly, girlfriend. No, I'm not even gonna talk to her. Okay. I also have this robust statue, and I thought, you know, he might be kind of cool to put out here somewhere. Maybe I could put him like in front of, maybe I could put him back here where you kind of can see him through the walkway a little bit. Let me see if we can do that where it doesn't look too blocked or whatever, because then like, yeah, so you can kind of see him through there, but can you get by him though? That's the thing. No, you cannot. See what I need to do to get by him. Yeah, I don't know if my idea is going to work too well here. Because you can't get by at all through there. No. Okay, well, that's not going to work. I need a walkway, so that nixes that. Let me maybe just put him in the middle of this area here since it's a little bit bare. Maybe we can put him in front of the light post here. I'm not really sure he's medieval though. He doesn't look medieval at all. I don't know. I wish we had like, yeah, I don't like him. I'm taking him out. You have been vetoed, sir. You have been vetoed. Okay, so I'm going to put in a little piece of grass, and I'm going to put in my bigger tree right back here. I think maybe right here would be good. And let me just put the big boy in. Let's see. I want the bigger normal size tree. There we go. All right, and then let me do the same thing over here. Where am I in relationships? Let's see. I feel like maybe right here. Okay. It is not working out to where I want it. Let's see. Pull this out. And pull it over this way a bit. Again, let me see where we're at here with that. Alright, if I can do it right, maybe right there. I'll put the tree in. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Let me pull this barrel out just a bit so you can see it more and put that back. Here we go. Okay, I like that. Alright, and then I have these 2 teenagery trees, and I was thinking I could put one like in the middle here, and then maybe one over here, like on this edge maybe, and that would be a good spot. So, again, with the grass, we've got to put a little spot for the tree. Put it like right here, and I do need to stunt this one because I've got the medium sized, or I guess it's called a large young, but so I've got that one. I guess I can go ahead and I can put grass right behind it, and then we'll just curve this, and we'll curve this around the tree. Oh, that's, you know what? It helps if you're on the brick. All right, put that curved, and then this one. Where is it? Okay. I can put the stunting right behind this tree. Yeah. And then we'll put the nursery peach there. Okay, and then we're gonna go do something similar on this side. So, oh, I already got a bug over there. Okay. I think I'll put the other one on, like, right this edge here, maybe. I don't want it to block the lamp post, but I don't want it to be perfectly even with that other peach tree, so I think I'll do it like right here. And then we'll put the tree itself, let's put the stunting part back here. Oh wait, maybe I need to do the other one first. So let me do this. And we'll put that in. And then we're gonna plant the little stunting part right here. Beautiful. Okay. I like that. That's good. Okay, and then the only other thing I really feel like I need now is just a few flowers to go around this couple of trees in the front area here. And I think then we'll be set. So let me grab those and I'll be right back. Alright, I have the last few things that I'm going to add to this, and then I think we're going to be good. So I found this little wooden box in my pile here. I thought I'll throw that down just to give it a little extra something here. And I'm going to put a little bit of wood on top of that, a little firewood. Actually, maybe I'll put, yeah, no, I'll put the firewood on it. It'll be fine. Alright, and then over here, I've got a little lantern that I'm going to stick up on top of this guy. I think I can anyway. Let me see what I got here. Paper lantern, will it go up? No, it will not. Oh, bummer. Okay, well, let me put it down in front of it then. Let's do that. Okay, dude, yes there is. You're not that big. There we go. I actually think those cannot sit on top of something, which is odd. Okay, and then this one, I'm going to put this little wedding candle set. I'll put that over there, just to give it a little light on the situation. And since I can't put the lantern on anything, I guess I can put the other lantern just kind of settled down in here. Give it, you know, they needed light and candles and stuff back then, so I'm just thinking put a little light on the situation kind of thing. And then, you know, they always had like little flowers and stuff in the middle of these things, so I thought this would be kind of nice to just kind of be sitting out in the middle, you know. Push it over. Oh, I can't. That's okay. Can I go by it? Yes, yes, perfect. Then I'm fine with that. And then I have these are just my other stuff. Okay, I had this little lighthouse and I thought, you know, I might just put the lighthouse like out here. That's the other acre. This one can go here, I suppose. I need to dig up these flowers though. Alright, let me plant my flowers that I intended to go here first. So I'm going to put a little red tulip. And then I want to put white, let's do a white Cosmo over here. And then I'm going to put another red flower, probably the hyacinth, because I don't want them to grow, you know. And then let me see if I have a blank spot. I don't know if I made a blank or not. Ooh, I did not. Alright, maybe I'll just put a little mossy patch on the ground. Yeah, that works. Okay. And then on this side, gonna do something similar. We'll just put some more flowers on this side. So I think I'll start with the hyacinth this time. And then we'll do a little white rose up here. I'll put a few more on this side just because it's kind of the a front entryway, you know. Want it to look kind of cool. All right, and then let me put in the little mossy path here. And really it's just so that these flowers don't go completely cuckoo and start breeding and stuff. I guess it's okay if one or two do, but I don't really want too much of that going on. All right, and then I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking we're done with this, maybe. Let me just put some green leaf piles down. I was gonna put maybe one over here in the entry, like right here. Can I get closer to the bridge? Yeah, that's better. And then I thought maybe another one would look nice, like right between here. If it will go, that's the kicker. Yeah, okay, it might go where I'm standing. Let's see. There we go. Perfect. All right, and then like I said, I think I'll, I was thinking about putting the lighthouse like just sitting out here. It just has a little medieval look to it, and I thought it would add something to the beach. Not that it adds anything to the build, but it might, you know, it might add a little something interesting out here around the beach. So let me pick up my hyacinths that I have out here, and then we'll throw it down here and see how it looks. If it's too obstructing, I won't put it down, but no, I don't think there's anything wrong with putting a little something out here. I think it would be good. Alright, well, let's see if this goes in here. And then if I take it and I want to kind of bring it out as far out to the water as I can. Here we go. Yeah, you know, it doesn't add anything or detract, so we're just going to leave it there. It's okay. Alright, well, I think this is the end of this build. So let me take off my little helmet. We'll just take a little walk around. It's not that big of a build, but we'll get our little pictures of it and see how we like how it looks. There's a lot of bare space, but I was trying not to overdo it this time. So, because I tend to overdo everything, right? So this time I was just trying to keep it kind of simple. Maybe just the main attraction is this big medieval building here and walkway. And yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. So, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, issues, anything, give me a comment and let me know what you think. And then also, I would appreciate if you would subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you as part of the family. The next acre that we're going to do is this one over here to the right. And if I remember correctly, this is going to be like an industrial science. Let me see. Let's look at our grid. Yeah, industrial science medical with a villager home and no trees. So that should work out pretty good. We've got to get our villager in that we're going to use over there. I haven't gotten her yet, but I believe we're going to have Petrie in there. So she's always been kind of the scientist look to me, and I've never had her on my island before. So I thought she'd be a cute one to bring in. So anyway, that will be the next one. Again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I really appreciate you spending time with me, and you guys have a really great day. All right, you guys take care. We'll see you soon. Bye.